Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you are one of those people looking to get one of the $10,000 forgivable EIDL advances, well, this video is for you. The SBA just released some brand new information, some questions and answers about the EIDL advance program. We're going to be going through that in this video. I have the link in the description below where you can actually see the questions and answers as well if you want to take a look. We're going to go through them. I'm going to put them on the screen and go through them in this video so you know the latest on the EIDL advance program. Remember, if you have a side hustle, a small business, doesn't matter what it is, whether you drive for Uber or you do DoorDash or you sell things online, whatever it may be, if you make money on the side, this is a program that you could take advantage of. So with that being said, my name is Kevin Conway. I make personal finance videos and other stimulus news update videos like this one all the time. So if you wouldn't mind giving this video a quick like, it helps the channel out a lot, gets information out to a lot more people. So a quick like is all I ask. And if you're new here, subscribe to the channel so that I can bring you the very latest in the stimulus news and other personal finance things, such as what the heck is going on with GameStop. Made a video explaining that just last week, so be sure to check that out as well. So with that being said, let's get right into the FAQ from the Small Business Administration. So they put on here on their website, and I'll put it up here on the screen, a bunch of different questions and answers from their department. What's very interesting is they basically say, they start off and they say, can I apply right now? And as we know, you cannot apply for this EIDL advance right now. The portal is shut for new EIDL advances. They're going in the following priority. If you applied before December 27th and you received any amount of money, you're first in line. If you applied before December 27th and you didn't receive money because the funding was exhausted, you would have qualified, but for the exhausted funding, well, then you're going to be next up, and then everybody else, the public presumably, is going to be after that. They haven't specified when that'll occur, and they haven't confirmed that, but that's basically what we are led to believe, given the size of the EIDL program, the $25 billion reallocated to it. So it essentially says applicants must wait until they receive an email invite from the SBA for the new targeted EIDL advance. We know this, and also be aware of all the scammers, especially in the comments below, saying they went to Instagram or whatever and so helped them out. Complete nonsense. Only the SBA is who you should be communicating about the EIDL program. Only the SBA, the @sba.gov email address. Very, very important. So let's get to the most important thing, I think, in this entire video, the timing of the first priority group. If you're one of those people who received any amount of money last time, when are you going to be receiving the email from the SBA? Good news is beginning February 1st. That was a few days ago. Beginning February 1st, and then it'll take a few weeks to send out all the emails to everybody else. That's very exciting news. The SBA goes on to say it may take several weeks before all emails are sent to businesses in the first priority group, so don't be alarmed if you do not receive your email right away. And it'll only come from an @sba.gov ending. So February 1st, and then for the next couple weeks, check your email, check your spam. Be sure you're on the lookout for the SBA, but watch out for those scammers as well. So what happens if you're in the second priority group? Well, the SBA will basically wait until they're done sending all the applications out for the first group, wait to see how many people want the free $10,000, which I assume is going to be everybody who qualifies, and then move on to the second group. Given the size of the funding here, the $25 billion, I fully expect that second group to be able to be in the queue in the next few weeks. So be sure to be on the lookout for that if you are in the second group. That is somebody who applied last time, didn't receive any funding, but would have received the funding if it was available. So it says, goes on here, question number 4, does the SBA plan to open up this program to new applicants beyond the first two priority groups? Currently, there are no plans to open the targeted EIDL advanced programs beyond the first two priority groups. But they go on to say, essentially, they're going to accept applications and it depends on the funds, and they're going to closely monitor it. That's why you want to subscribe to the channel, because things will absolutely change. We know that right now in Congress, the Democrats are putting together a package they could pass with a simple majority via reconciliation, which will include additional funding for programs like the EIDL. So we don't expect that just this $25 billion is going to be all that's left. We think it'll be refunded. And even with that $25 billion, just based upon the sheer number of applicants versus the amount of money, I fully expect this to be open to the public. That's why you want to subscribe here. So moving on, they say, do I have to reapply if I receive less than $10,000 of the advanced funds? Do you have to reapply? I see this comment all the time below. Must I resubmit application? The answer is definitively no. You do not. The SBA will contact you, they will reach out to you, and they will provide instructions to you on what documentation to provide them in order for them to process your $10,000 EIDL application. So that $10,000 grant is available for businesses that have less than 300 employees, that saw a reduction in income of more than 30% in any 8-week period, as we discussed previously, and a few other things such as the business being located in a low-income community. Now, what's irritating is on the website, it says you must be located in a low-income community, but here they clarify what it says in the law, as I talked about before, which is it's your business location that matters if you're in a low-income community. So the short answer is you don't need to reapply. They will reach out to you if you are one of those people who applied before, and they'll let you know exactly what you need to provide them. So let's hit a few more of these questions. And again, you could see the SBA's website here. I'll link it below so you can actually go through all these questions. These are just kind of the major ones that I would want to know if I were observing this right now. So we also know that what are some of the things that we can do to prepare once the SBA does contact us? Well, they cite if you filed your 2019 taxes, that's a good thing, because that'll be the basis for which they're going to compare your year-over-year revenue drop. Now, you could compare it in any 8-week period, but if you already have a revenue drop more than 30% from 2019 to 2020, that's going to be your easiest way to do. So have your tax returns prepared for 2019 if you haven't already. Most people probably have already filed their 2019, so I wouldn't be too concerned about that. Now, they go on and say, who is eligible for this? Who is eligible for this grant? And they list the criteria we talked about, 30% income drop, etc. But the key thing is low-income community. How do you determine if you're in a low-income community? Well, they cite a part of the tax code, which I've referenced before, which is what I thought they would do when they're looking up low-income community. What you need to do is apply with them, and they're going to make that determination for you. But if you actually look up the text of the law, it says qualified low-income community investments for the purposes of this section, and then it goes on and on and on. And it says low-income community means one of these things: a census tract that has a poverty rate of at least 20%, or in the case of a tract not located within a metropolitan area, the median family income for such tract does not exceed 80% of the statewide median income, or in the case of a tract located in a metro area, the median family income for such tract does not exceed 80% of the greater statewide median family income or metro family median income. If you didn't quite get that, basically means if you live in an area with at least 20% poverty, you're in. If you live in an area that is located in a metro community and you have that census tract make below 80% of your statewide median income, you're also in. And if you live in that area, a metro area, and you have income that's below 80% of that metro area or the state, you're also in. So that's a definition of a low-income community. As of right now, the SBA has not released the tool where you can look up your address precisely, but I have a link in my description where you can go and actually see the amount of income that your census tract that you are based in for your business, how much income it makes, so you can use that determination and kind of hard code it, if you will. Let's cover a few additional things that people have been wondering. Do I have to repay the EIDL targeted advance funds? Obviously, no. That's why it's such a good deal. Free money, $10,000. It's as good as it gets. How much can you get? You can get a maximum of $10,000, combining any amount you received last time to this time, total of $10,000. What can the funds be used for? Well, you could use the funds for essentially working capital and normal operating expenses, any of the things that you normally incur in a business, with very few exceptions to that. Let's go on. Will it be reduced against your PPP loan? The answer is no on that. And how do you calculate gross receipts? There's all sorts of questions on here that I suggest you take a look at, but I want to bring you this video so that you were aware of the very latest, and so you know the timing of the EIDL grant. I'm not going to go through every single one of these questions because not all of them will probably be applicable to you. I just want to hit the big ones here for you. If you want to take a look at the SBA's website. If you have any additional questions, be sure to comment below and I'll do my best to respond to them all the time. If this video helped you out, be sure to share it with anybody that you think it also might benefit, and give a like to this video and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. I'll see you next time. Thanks.